Ha! I'm early this week. I'm early. Y'all missed it. Apollo was just drinking his water. He was a little bit early too, but it's always good when Apollo decides to take a big old drink right at the top of the show. Means he's going to stay hydrated and hopefully very content for the next hour. Oh, hi. You want to say hi? Oh, hi, Carol Jean. Good to see you. Oh, did you hear me talking about you? Because you were drinking real loud like you normally do. Here, I'll I'll say I'll let him be in the show again. Hi, Bubba. Oh, don't run away. It's okay. You're good. Oh, he don't like it when I pick that computer up. It's like he thinks I'm gonna beat him with it. Honey, you are not that valuable. Like this cost a whole lot more. So I'm definitely not going to whack you with it. All right. Well, it is officially 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is time for the OraCola. Hi, y'all. Welcome to the show. I'm Archicolo. I'm coming to y'all live from Austin, Texas, here on April 27th, 2022. Damn. Wait, I got some wall in my shot. I'll fix it up. All right, that's better. Yeah, so how it works is you ask questions in the chat. Just put them in the chat. A question about your life, anything that's bothering you, whatever. Put your question and choose your oracle. And the oracles are in the description below. Remember, we got to do the YouTube sign language in the description box below. And I'll go through them again in a minute. But yeah, choose your oracle, and then I'll get your answer. We'll see what the universe has to say. I'm not a psychic. I just typically kind of know some shit just because I pay attention. So that is what we're going to be doing. Hi, P&G. Welcome to the show. Good to see you back. Looks like we got our family in the house, and hopefully some more folks will join us so that we can have our usual camaraderie. I hope y'all have been having a good week. I've had a bit of an interesting week. So I lost one of my side jobs because the person giving me the job suddenly passed away. And it was very unexpected because this is a young person, in fact, younger than me, very fit, very healthy. It just, lightning struck and they was gone just like that. So I lost a little bit of income, not a lot, but enough for me to be thinking, well, there's some extra money that I got to find somewhere else. Just some fun money, more or less. But anyway, it was mostly shocking because, like I said, they was young and it was unexpected and, just out of the blue. And this whole week, I've just been contemplating on the fragility of life and how every moment is a gift. And it's such a cliche to say it, but it really is. And it behooves us as denizens of our timelines to do the best we can and make the most of what we got. And you just never know when it's suddenly going to be ripped out from under you. So, yeah, that's where I've been this week. I mean, I didn't know him very well. It was, a very distant kind of newish relationship. I'd only been working for him for a few months. So it wasn't like a personal loss or nothing. It was just a reminder. It was just a reminder and a very close reminder at that. So, let's see. We got some more folks that joined. Hey, Prince. How's it going? Hey, Patrick. No, y'all are good. I'm usually the one that's late. So we're all good. This is a family thing. You just kind of roll up when you can. Hopefully we'll get some more folks. So, like I said, it's been a very interesting week, but I'm hoping that it will start to become a little bit more, shall we say, bustling, because I have some free time now that I've got to fill, and I'm trying to think of ways to do it. So if you got a suggestion, why don't you put it in the chat, or you can send it to me in a private message later. I've got a couple of days of the week that I need to figure out something else to do. So what should I be getting into? Y'all tell me. All right. So before we get going, we're going to do our ritual first, and then I'll get into to the explanation. Just like to mix it up sometimes. So if you got your own ritual that you like to do, now is the time to do it. It don't matter what it is, as long as it's personal and it makes you feel like you're ritualing, if that's a word. So first thing I like to do is burn the sacred wood. Get a nice little perfumey smoke going so that the universe knows that we ain't been up to no good in here. It only smells like good things. Oh, yeah. And then after we burn the wood, we ring the bell, the little tinkly copper bell for service. Say, hey, universe, we're here. We're hoping you can sit a spell with us and give us your wisdom. And then we got our little pathogen wand, which, it came out. Come on, wake up. Wake up. There we go. It came out today on the news, the mainstream, that we're officially not in a pandemic anymore in the United States. I don't know what that means. I'm just saying I'm just going to keep this in the ritual for the time being, because you never know when some shit's going to flare up. Plus, it's always good to just like run some UV light over your shit and just get off any surface germs, just kill them off so that, in case you lick your fingers after you eat some Doritos, you don't give yourself the diarrhea. So we'll do that. And then we got our Rich Bitch Witch Spray. This is for abundance. You just spray that over us and let it rain down like money's going to rain down on us. Or whatever you consider abundance. Love, dog snuggles, I don't know. It can go a lot of different ways, but that's for abundance. It's for abundance for you and abundance for me. And if you would like to share any of your abundance with me, you can do that most readily on Venmo or PayPal, Archicolo, ARCIECOLA, on both platforms. Any and all donations, tips, offerings, however your tax accountant needs to categorize it, all of them are greatly appreciated. Of course, not necessary, but it always helps. Remember, I just lost a job. So, what else? What else? Oh, I did get a scratch off. So let's put some good energy into this. Y'all put some good energy into Break the Bank. And let's see if we can get some money, honey. Late at the end of the show. All right. I think we did the ritual. I don't think we missed anything. Did I miss anything? Oh no. Okay, let me scroll up and catch up with everybody here in the chat. Good. RC, may I use your likeness and quasi-clairvoyant wisdom for a non-commercial art project? I want it to be a surprise, but I think you'll like it. Hell yeah, send me a Gmail. And it's also down in the description box below. It's arcieoracola, all one word, at gmail.com. Just send me an email with all your info and your specs and whatnot, and we'll talk business. Appreciate it. All right, well, let me quickly go through the oracles just in case there's folks watching who are not in the chat or who are watching later who are not familiar with the show, who are brand newbies. Hello, welcome in the future. All right, so the very first oracle is the Archicolo Tarot deck. This is my own deck. It is the major arcana plus one of each of the suits, just kind of as a representative. It is my own deck, my own art. It's only one of them in the whole wide world, and it is mine. So this is my original deck. You can choose that for tarot. We have the crystal oracle, which is for earth magic, for crystal energy. Beautiful deck, lots of cards we have never, ever, ever seen. So that one is good if you're looking for that kind of magic. We have our essential oil deck, which is for plant medicine, anything that you might need to ingest or smell or slather on your body or plant, cultivate. This is for you. And then we have our newest oracle, our style/fashion oracle. This is for artistic inspiration and visual aids for your quest of knowledge. Look at my fingers are looking funny. I kind of like it. How does that look? Looks like a weird creature. I should put some eyeballs on it and a mouth, and then it could talk. Sorry, I had to get a little silly there. Um, definitely not silly, but practical is the hat of self-care. If you're just looking for some general self-care help, I will draw a suggestion out of the hat for you. We have our oracles, which require a bit of the universe's input, such as the Revelation Oracle. This is a randomly chosen verse out of the book of Revelation in the King James Version of the Holy Bible, which is the only version of the Bible that counts, by the way. I keep repeating it because there's folks out there that use that new international hoo-ha, and that shit ain't right. Sorry, I'm a traditionalist. Anyway, if you're looking for some apocalyptic apocalyptic advice for your question, then you can choose that oracle. On the opposite end of the spectrum, if you're just looking for some carnal advice, some spank bank fodder for the next week, then choose the pornicle. Yes, this will be a dirty picture. We don't know what kind. It could be any kind, so just gird your loins. But if you would like this one, make sure you put your question in PG form because Google does like to censor. And while we're talking about censorship, let's get on to our final oracle. Old Magic Hate Ball. Yeah, she's back. If you don't want to answer to your question and you just want to be frustrated, then choose this one. Always, always will give you what you want when you don't want it. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. Don't forget to change your settings in the chat to live chat, not top chat, so things don't get censored. Okay. Let me scroll on up and see here what we got. I got to the job. Yep. Carol Jean. Okay, now I have a stomach bug. Oh my gosh, you were having a tough time, honey. I'm so sorry. Tarot, please speak your wisdom for my healing. I'm exhausted of being sick since February. You have had a run of it, let me tell you. I don't know what to say. With the other crud you had and all the difficulties with your other things, and wow. This is just a universal like time for you to be tested in so many different ways. This is your Job period in life. And if y'all don't know who Job was, then you should look that shit up. That's how mean and sadistic God can be. All that shit he put Job through just to prove a point. Whoo! Let me tell you. Not a merciful God. No. All right, let's see what the tarot has to say about your stomach bug and your general health woes. Carol Jean, how can she handle this new curveball? The swords. Okay, you need to just like get logical about it. Just like get in there, and instead of letting the sickness take you over, mind over matter that bitch and do some research and like try to figure out what's connecting all of this ill health. And it could be an energetic thing. It don't necessarily have to just be that you're always just unlucky and around sick people and catching their shit, although that could be it. It could be like a mental state that is causing you to feel weak, and you know, it could be that you're around some kind of weird toxin that you wasn't around before. I mean, there's any number of ways that it could be going, but you need to just like buckle down and say, I'm going to figure this shit out, and then get on it and figure it out. Yeah, there you go. Good luck on your journey. And I honestly hope that this is the finality of your journey through that particular Job period. Whew. All right. Next up. Oh. Turmeric ginger tea. Yeah, that, you know, that's good for stomach stuff if you can handle it. Who else? Okay. Good. Tarot. Did I miss anybody up here? I think that was it. Yeah. Okay. All right. Y'all tell me if I get somebody, if I forget. Good. Tarot, I'm considering getting some formal education to advance my career. I do pretty well, but I'm afraid that my technical track has a ceiling and I should learn business. Is it worth my time? Well, it's always going to be worth your time to educate yourself. The question is it worth your money? Because as it is in our world, sometimes you have to spend money to get the education. Gone are the days when you could just sweep the shop and do all the manual labor, and the master would take on the apprentice. Like it don't work in barter like that. Although hopefully we're moving more toward that in the future because I feel like it's a more sustainable model. But anyway, right now we're in this you pay for the instruction model, and yeah, if it's worth it to you and you've got the money, then why not? But let's see what the tarot says about it. I mean, you can always educate yourself, but I know that some basic people still need that piece of paper. So, all right, tarot. Death. Oh, well, this is a very interesting card. So, I think in the context of what you're asking, it might mean that you need to have a rebirth of some sort. You need to look at your career in a new way and maybe even change careers entirely. Maybe the education path is a dead end and you need to think about doing something else or integrating what you know about the position into a different kind of income or job or whatever. So there you go. Good luck with that. Yeah, if you can get reimbursed and it's not going to be like on your wallet and it's education, why not? Try it out. You can always quit if it sucks. Okay. All right. Who else has a question? We got 15 minutes into the show right now, and we got 45 left. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. I don't know who you are, but welcome to the show. Glad you're here. I did check our social media earlier. I don't think we have any questions on there. I will double check on the off chance that one wasn't delivered in time, but I really think it's on y'all this evening. Yep, I think it's on y'all. Check that other meta. The other meta. I don't see nothing. Nope. All right. All right. Who else has a question? Remember, I'm only here for another 45 more minutes. Let's see. Patrick has a question. I have heard that human beings are possibly just agriculture products of extraterrestrial beings. Okay, like we was working their fields. What does the tarot have to say? Okay. What about our alien origins? I'm still on the fence about all of it because really there's no way for me to know. As much as I would probably be interested in the experience, I have yet to be kidnapped by aliens or contacted by interdimensional beings or seen any reptoids or done any of the shit that supposedly goes on with other people. So I'm still a bit in the dark about it, but we can always speculate because why not? So what does the tarot have to say? Extraterrestrial overlords. What did they do? Oh my God, the swords. Again, I think it means that maybe they did. You know, they was just thinking of us as cows or oxen or whatever farm animals, horses you need to pull your plow and do your work. And, you know, it was just a business arrangement for them. And they didn't mean to do nothing wrong. They just, you know, they needed certain things from our land, and then they just, you know, they found these monkeys, and they were like, you know what, they're close enough to being good enough to do what we need them to do. So let's just manipulate them, and then boom, you got a little worker slave class that, you know, while you're there getting your things, they're fine, and then as soon as you're done mining all the shit that you need, you're like, okay, well, have fun, y'all. We're going to head on over to the next planet. And yeah, it's just business. So I think, if it happened that way, we should just be grateful that at least they left us alone and didn't try to rule over us. Not to say that other aliens didn't come and try to do it, but at least they left. At least they left. They was like, yep, we're done here. We see the circus coming, and yes, these are our monkeys, and we want no part of it. Oh my God. Soul containers. Philip, oh hey, welcome to the show. Fashion Oracle, what mood should my summer muse? Oh, this is an excellent Fashion Oracle question. Summer muse for Philip. Last summer I declared it to be the caftan summer for me, and I just wore caftans out all the time, and I think I might continue this tradition because it's super easy. It's super cool. You don't have to wear much underneath it, or if you need to, you can. You can wear them in the winter too. But and they work. They work when you're feeling fat. They work when you're feeling fabulous. They work, and nobody else probably is wearing one wherever you go. So people are always going to be like, oh, okay. And I think it's easy to find or make. They're very simple. So you can get a collection of them going. I think we ought to all bring back the caftan. Yes, Miss Roper. But, the ones from the 70s, and I have a couple of vintage ones, they're very hot. The material is kind of thick, and it's just like a sweat factory under there. So I highly recommend getting some of the more modern ones. Even though they're made out of synthetic, it's very, very thin, and you can get away with just a little bralette and some panties underneath, and then you got to breeze all night in all the places where it counts. You can just kind of like billow yourself out and get a breeze going and dry off. No more swamp ass. All right. Fashion Oracle for Philip. Oh my God, we got her before. What is the universe telling us? Linda Evangelista. Okay. So, she was in the news recently because she filed that lawsuit because she had that cosmetic procedure that made her lumpy and bumpy. I wouldn't worry about that particular aspect, but I would take more of her like style attitude. She was very much the kind of person was like, I'm worth it. I can do whatever I want. Just work just be fabulous. Just be fabulous this whole summer. And whatever fabulous means to you, that is what you should do. You should also marry a billionaire if you can, because she did. Even if it don't work out, at least you got that baby anchor in there, and you can just keep working that money. Now, some unfortunate things befell her. Vanity perhaps got in the way, so that could be a very cautionary thing. Don't let it go to your head. But I do think you can strut your stuff and be the life of the party and the one that everybody looks at, whatever that means to you. So, oh my God. Yes, she was. P&G had a crystal. Oh my gosh, I missed it. Let me go up here and find it. Crystal, please to focus on. Okay. P&G crystal. I need to get to the rock store. I keep saying that, and I have not gone. Now that I have some free time on days when I normally didn't, I might make it over to the rock store. Maybe I'll do an Instagram live from the rock store. Would that be fun? Would y'all watch that? And then I could upload it to YouTube later if I figure out that technology. Maybe I'll do that before it gets to be 500 degrees outside and the rock shop is not where you want to be. Yes, work your hole and be fabulous. Absolutely. 100%. Yep. I would go to Nature's Treasures because I think there's more space there where you can kind of hide away and be on a live stream. Crystal Works is too small, although I don't know if it's still around. Oh, you just bought labradorite. Yes, it's gorgeous. I love it. You know, some people have labradorite backsplash in their kitchens. Of course, it's very expensive. It's not particularly practical, but oh my God, it's beautiful. You should Google that shit. Okay, crystal for PNG. This one, Phantom Quartz. Oh, I don't know if we had this one before, but embrace change. Well, yes, indeed. We would need to embrace change because we're changing all the time. And the seasons are going to change and the world is changing. You know, they say certain things might be around the corner, maybe possibly some interesting times financially. We've discussed it before. But anyway, Phantom Quartz. I don't know. Let's see if I can see if there's anything in here about it that's Phantom Quartz, embrace change. In a period of flux, find comfort in the uncomfortable. Change is happening all around you, so make the most of it. After all, the only thing that is constant in life is change. All right, yes. So I think we've had that one before. I swear I shuffle these cards, and I know that y'all don't believe me, but I'm doing it. Y'all can see the camera shaking from the table. Y'all know I'm doing it. And sometimes the universe just throws the same shit in our faces over and over and over again. It's almost like they're trying to drive home a point. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Okay. Oh, y'all would watch the rock store? Okay. Well, maybe I'll work on it. Maybe I'll do some little live streams as tests to see it, like get because my phone is old. I might have to upgrade equipment if I'm serious about this, but I think I have enough in it to actually do some short ones. We'll see. We'll see. I'll try it out. Okay. You just got sodalite and fluoride. You know, I don't have no sodalite. I need to get some because every time I go to the rock store, I get distracted by something else. But I'm always like, I need to pick up some sodalite. So yeah, I do have fluorite. It's gorgeous. Oh yeah. Okay. 9:26. Anybody else have a question? Now that we have a fun little crowd, we're talking about all kind of current events and fun things like going to the rock store. All right. Well, I guess I'll have some tea. Of course. I know. Y'all got me trained. Halfway through, we got to do some tea. Prance has a crystal oracle. We'll do that one after the tea. How's that? All right. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Wild card. Chat choice. Y'all pick. So the first person to type in a subject that I ain't done before gets it. So start typing away. Wild card. Oh, I threw y'all for a loop, didn't I? I threw y'all for a loop. That one's been in there for a while. Elon Musk. I talked about him last week. Next time, next person. Sorry, I already talked about Elon. Yes. Talk about haunted things at thrift shops. Illnesses linked to COVID. Twitter buy. That's Elon. All right. Well, UFOs. I kind of talk about that all the time. Well, so far, I guess the haunted things at thrift shops is the most interesting, and that's kind of tied into the afterlife. So, all right, we'll do that one. So, do I think there are haunted things at thrift shops? Well, I tell you what, I don't know. I do know that there are certain thrift shops that the energy I cannot handle. There's something about it I don't like, so I don't shop there, and I never find anything when I'm there, and it just doesn't work with me. But as far as like going to the thrift shop and worrying about if shit's haunted, no. Mostly because when I go to the thrift shop, I'm buying clothes. I'm buying clothes, or occasionally I might buy like a household item, like a vase, or a pot, or a cup, something like that. But I typically don't try to buy things that are potentially evil looking. I don't know. If there's something that looks strange and like it could be creepy, I'm not going to buy it. I'm just going to be moving on, moving on. Most of the time, I feel a good vibe from my thrift shopping. I find some fun things, I find some good things. And I feel like this is how you can practice your manifestation. This is one of the easy ways that I've learned to like practice manifesting, because I'm not perfect at manifestation. Obviously, I live in low income housing, so I cannot be that good at it, but I can manifest little bits of it. And sometimes that comes down to finding the right thing at the thrift store at the right time when you need it. Not necessarily if you're looking for it, but when you need it and it's there, you know? You go in, you're like, okay, I feel pulled to this particular one. I want to go in there, and then boom, whatever you're looking for is there. You find it. So I feel like that little practice in manifestation is good. It's easy, it's low risk. As far as like buying things and then getting them home and then finding out that it might be haunted, just get rid of that shit. Don't keep it. And then, throw some salt down and like burn some sacred wood, and, do a naked dance or whatever you got to do. But just put that out of your mind. Just don't allow that shit in there. Jesus. It's not that hard. If the doll is evil, fuck it. Throw it in the dumpster. And not the dumpster by your house, like somebody else's dumpster. That way it's got to crawl a long way and hopefully it'll get run over. Okay. That's what I had to say about that. There's your tea. There's your tea, your random tea for the night. Oh, the black t-shirt. Well, don't buy black t-shirts at the thrift store. That's stupid because they're all faded out anyway. The best place to buy t-shirts, I'm just going to be like controversial again, is go to fucking Hobby Lobby, because they always got that shit. It's like $3 a t-shirt. They're basic cotton t-shirts made for crafts and shit, so they're heavy duty. They're cheap as fuck. Go there and buy your t-shirts. They're not going to be that cheap at the thrift store, and they're going to look like fuck, shit, piss, and death. And I'm not saying you shouldn't buy a t-shirt there. If it's a cool t-shirt, if it's a concert tee, it's brand new for some reason, okay, why not? But if you just need a black t-shirt, go to Hobby Lobby. Okay. Yeah, see, manifest it. Manifest it. It's that simple. All right. One of the saddest things I see, I'm just going to, while I'm talking about thrift stores, and I might have said this before, is when you go to the thrift store and you go to the picture section and you see pictures of people's families and like special events like anniversaries and weddings and like christenings, and you're like, somebody got rid of all this shit. So why is this suddenly at the thrift store? Why don't you take the picture out and just donate the frame? No, they just got rid of the whole fucking thing. Makes you wonder. Makes you wonder. What are we drinking? My usual, a little bit of vodka and a little bit of juice and a little bit of soda water. No bitters this time. But the vodka I'm drinking is not Russian and it is not Ukrainian. I'm not taking sides in that shit because I smell a rat all the way around it. So I think I got Polish vodka. I mean, they're all from over there, but I ain't taking sides. I ain't taking sides. All right. Who else had a question? Albert had a question. Crystal, energy I need to put into work. Okay. Maybe a crystal you can have in your pocket while you're there. Just some small thing to remind you to behave a certain way or find a particular attitude. Okay, let's see. Clear quartz. Okay, this one's a good one to have. Just get a little bit of clear quartz and keep it in your pocket. And anytime you feel like your job is getting to you or you're losing your way, just hold it and feel its energy. Maybe look at it. Maybe go buy one that's got some rainbows in it. Because there's nothing like the little flash of the rainbow in the quartz that kind of like snap you out of whatever bullshit human thing you got going on and make you remember that you are a person on this earth. There's other things, that you are not the only thing that matters. There's a whole world out there, and it's usually a lot cooler than you are. It's more of a reality check. Yeah. Oh man, y'all got some thrift shop stories. Oh no, someone donated grandpa's ashes. Oh, I would guess it's probably not family. I'm guessing that that's a estate sale or a storage shed that got cleaned out. That whoever owned it at the time didn't know what it was. But yeah, it's not uncommon. I think it's happened I think it's fairly frequent that people's ashes end up at the thrift store. Uh, my God. Yeah, that's rough. If that's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Uh, I don't know. Oh my God, the French are selling arms to Russia. No more Bordeaux for me. Oh, well, they got all kind of wine from all over the world. I'm sure you'll find something else that'll work. Uh, did I miss anything up here? Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Well, we got 25 minutes left, so y'all got to get some questions rolling, or else we're just going to be sitting here shooting the shit about thrift stores, and God knows we don't need to be doing that. I do have some good thrift store stories, but nothing traumatic. Nothing like finding ashes. Just good stories about finding that one top that you need. And it's there, and it's perfect, and it fits. Even best when it fits. Well, I guess I can throw down some cards for the common good just for the rest of us, just to focus on this last bit of April. We got a new moon coming up on the 30th. There's a eclipse. I can't remember what kind, but it's a big energy. So yeah, we're moving into Beltane on a big kaboom. America makes better wine and better guns. Well, I'll take your word for it, because I've only shot American guns, and I've had wines from other places that are pretty good. But yeah, I can't compare on the guns. All right, tarot for us for the next week. Moving into big time spring, May. Mother's Day is coming up. We got some mothers in the house. Hey. All right. The world. Oh, this is good. So, yeah, we just need to focus on what's important. Don't get bogged down in the bullshit of the world. Focus on your world, because really that's what counts. What's going on with you is what counts, and you can only control what you can control. You can't worry about that bullshit over there. So just worry about your shit and not worry about the world. And yeah, that's what we need to do. Focus on us. It's time for us. Yes, 100%. All right. Let's throw down an essential oil, since we ain't done that yet. Maybe there's some plant medicine we can cling to in this time of change and rebirth. Tell you what, we had a good rain here in Austin the other day, and I was riding down the street, and all the plants are just blooming. It's beautiful. Just flowers everywhere you go. I know it's the tail end of bluebonnet season, but there's other flowers that will be going into May and beyond, and they're just as beautiful, and there's parts of my neighborhood when I ride my bike through that I'm just like, I appreciate that. I appreciate that this little gorgeous piece of earth is in my sight, and I'm there to witness it. I'm grateful, fucking grateful. All right. What do we got here? Cinnamon protects and regulates. Well, this is easy. We can incorporate cinnamon into our diets in so many ways. And, you can smell it. You can use it as a topical. You can eat it. You can have it as a supplement. I think it's good for your circulation. Yeah, cinnamon. You can chew cinnamon gum. Makes your breath fresh and gives you that warm feeling in your tummy. Heck yeah, cinnamon. Maybe try some Eastern dishes that have cinnamon in them. I don't know. What kind of food has cinnamon? I guess it's a big, in Indian cooking, there's I know it's a big part of masala chai, the tea. I love chai. Fucking love it. So good. Just very complex. Good. Tarot. I have a new side hustle order. Ooh. Can I get a reading for that, please? The customer seems to be very protective over their films, which I respect immensely. Okay, yeah, let's get a read on that. Oh, yeah, P&G. Yeah, there's real good cinnamon out there. You just got to go find it. The cheap shit at the grocery store, no good. You got to get the real deal. Yep. All right. Tarot for the side gig. The Fool. Ooh, okay. So you're going to be on a very interesting adventure with this particular job. You should go into it with open mind and open heart and not be too naive, but be willing to forge a new path, if you will, and find some unexpected adventures on your new little side gig. So, yeah, that's a good omen. I think it's a good beginning for you. Just try to avoid the pitfalls as much as you can. Okay. 9:41. We got 19 minutes left in the show. I do want to remind y'all that if you have not liked or subscribed yet, and I think everybody watching has, so thank you. But if you haven't, or if you're watching this later, you can always do that. It's an easy way to help me and my channel grow. We have a tiny amount of subscribers, which is why we can get away with so much, because nobody knows we're here. So let's have fun while we can and try to grow this turkey into a Thanksgiving feast. You can do that. Share it with your friends. Watch it later. There's all the replay. If you got a reading about something and some time has passed, sometimes it's good to go back and watch your reading again. So it gives you some more insight since some time has passed, and you can really process it in a little bit of a different way. Yeah. Lots of ways that you can contribute to the channel. Of course, Venmo and PayPal also are there. Archicolo, ARCIECOLA, also in the description below. Magic hate ball for Goog. Is my mom going to ask a question? Let's see. Oh, this one come up fast. You may rely on it. So yes, I think a question is forthcoming. If not this show, in a future show. I don't know if you can see that very well, but that's what it says. You may rely on it. So yes, whenever it comes, we'll just be prepared. All right, so I was throwing down cards for the collective. Let me throw down a style card. See what kind of spring fashion we should incorporate into our next week or so. Kind of artistic inspiration we can look for. Let's see. Grace Jones, heck yeah. And I think we've gotten her before too. But yes, Grace Jones, just go fucking wild and maybe shave your head if you feel like it, because it's going to be hot pretty soon. And I tell you what, sometimes all this hair is a burden in the summer here. But yeah, just go crazy, go wild, just learn to hula hoop and sing your songs at the same time, and wear a bunch of foxtails if you feel like it, and pull up to the bumper, baby. Heck yeah. Grace Jones. Gotta love Grace Jones. Okay. Patrick, will Goog's mom shrink down to a tiny size and then be able to walk around the miniature model she's making? Well, that's very oddly specific information. We should not hobby shame folks. Without a doubt, this will happen. So there will be some Honey, I Shrunk the Kids moments in your future, although it would be more Mom, what are you doing down there? That would be the name of that movie. Mom, what are you doing down there? Oh, hi. Is the dingbat success going to happen? You choose the medium. Is the dingbat, well, I don't know who the dingbat is. You choose the medium. I don't know. Might need to get some more info about that particular question. I'm not sure. Is this referencing something that we talked about before and I just had a brain fart and forgot about it? It's possible. Let's just throw down a tarot card for that because I don't know where it's going. Okay. Dingbat. Hers is the name that cannot be spoken. Okay. We'll see. Temperance. I don't know. So possibly it might even out. It might be that you come to terms with it and learn to live with it, whether or not it happens. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like possibly this is going to end up in a way that you don't expect, but it's going to be all right. So, okay. Who else had a question? I think I did the style oracle, did the essential oils. I did, did the crystal. Did I do a crystal? No, I didn't. Let's do a crystal for the collective. Only if I can shrink down and live in my model. Well, you know what? Start learning to manifest it. I think if you try hard enough, that's what they tell me. You can just make anything happen. You can just convert yourself to a timeline in the dimension that we're in that allows you to live in your model. Why not? Some people claim they can talk to Princess Diana, even though she's long gone. Who am I to judge? Does that mean Dad will shrink down? I don't know. Men have a fear of shrinkage. I've learned this over time, and I would not ask him if he would like to shrink. I just think that's offensive to men in general. All right. Crystal for the collective. Ooh. Rhodochrosite. Remember your worth. Oh, yes. This is definitely one. Look how pink and fleshy that is. This is definitely a good one for us. Remember that we're worth more than the man thinks we're worth. Our lives matter. Our timelines matter. Our decisions matter. We're doing the best we can, and we're all valuable in a way. And we should not lose sight of it. Don't let the man tell you ain't valuable, because you are. Okay. Aaron Brown. Oh, hi, Aaron Brown. Good to see you. Should I post my dragon this week? Oh, well, yes, you choose your oracle. You got to choose your oracle. Welcome to the show. We got a few to choose from. Oh my God, there's a gnat in my drink. Yuck. Ew. Let's wipe it on my top. I'm wearing black. It'll be okay. While Aaron's thinking about his oracle, I think we should have a little bit more tea. Let's see what we got here. Oh, they're in the description, hon. Just click that down arrow and you can see the description. It's got all the oracles listed. All right, here we go. Oh no, not wild card again. Fuck that. We already drew that one. We're doing another one. Let's see. China lockdowns. Oh, okay. So this is a little bit old news because it's been going on for what, a month now, maybe longer. Yeah. So in Shanghai and other parts of China, but mainly Shanghai, it seems like there's some very, very, very draconian, totalitarian lockdowns happening to the point where people are starting to starve to death. This is because China has an official zero COVID policy, which means that there should be no detected COVID in the community. Well, as we know, COVID has kind of become endemic. It is a part of the human experience on this earth plane at this time, and it has become, as Dr. Fauci just said, I talked about at the beginning of the show, no longer a pandemic in the United States. It has just become part of the fabric of our lives. So the fact that China is doing this late in the game makes me very suspicious that it's not necessarily about disease control. It's more about cutting at the United States and the Western world and shutting down their economy as a type of warfare, using their citizens as the cannon fodder. Because think about it. Think about all the shit that's shut down because Shanghai is shut down. It's a lot of shit. And, you know, China is not necessarily happy with the United States right now because of a lot of shit that's going on and has been going on. So I think this is a far more deep-reaching thing than just some disease control public health measures that have gone out of control. Now, I'm not saying that the Communist Party in China is not too big-headed to admit that they've made a mistake and that they're prolonging this because, you know, it saves face or whatever. I think that is all a cover for this other thing that's going on. And you mark my words, this is going to be the kind of long game warfare that the Chinese are excellent at. And it is coming at us in a way that we are not expected to see and notice. And it's going to happen in the next few months. The effects are going to start to happen. So that's what I think about the China lockdowns. Maybe you have a different opinion. You just let me know what you think, or just like whatever. But yeah, that's my conspiratorial brain going crazy. Yeah, no, it's horrible. The citizens are going through some horrible shit. It's like it's very, very dystopian. It's very dystopian. And who's to say that what we're seeing is 100% realistic either? You don't know what kind of propaganda is being put out along with some truth. It's a very controlled society. But I just think, you know, it's sad when we have people who think that's okay. And there are some people who think that's okay, who think that's worth it for whatever. I don't know about that. Anyway, that's what I think about the China lockdowns. I think it is a smokescreen for a much bigger, deeper warfare scenario. All right. Did I miss something up here? Did Aaron ever pick a Book of Revelation? Heck yeah. Should your dragon post? I think that was the question. Sorry, I got an itch. All right, well, we do this by random number generator. So there are 22 books in the book of Revelation. I mean, in the 22 chapters in the book of Revelation. So we'll do a number between 1 and 22 to start. 12. So we got chapter 12. How many verses in chapter 12? I had the bookmark already there. 17. 17 verses. Which verse? All right, we're going to generate 7. All right, book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 7 for the dragon question. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought against his angels. That's the universe for you. Always dropping that mic when you least expect it. Always dropping that mic when you least expect it. You interpret that however you want, honey. But I think it's highly specific to your question. And you know the answer in your heart. So, yeah. Post. Everyone's like, yeah, just post it. Yeah, no, fuck yeah. Isn't that spooky? That's some spooky shit right there. Spooky, wooky shit. Woo! Love you too, baby. All right. Wow. We got 5 minutes left in the show. Does anybody else have a question? Did I miss anything? If not, I'll just keep working through the collective readings. So let's see. We had Grace Jones last. Oh, yeah. Let's do a how to self-care. Because we all could use some self-care. Let's see. What does the how to self-care want us to think about this week? Digital detox. This is a good one. We get it more often than not. And I know it's hard for everybody to accept this particular assignment, but I do think it is worthwhile. Digital detox. Try to disconnect from the digital sphere as much as possible and go out and enjoy this beautiful spring weather we got. If you're in Texas, oh my God, this is the best time of year, 100%. If you can handle the pollen, just take some Zyrtex or whatever the fuck and get out there and enjoy it because it's soon going to be hotter than shit. And, you know, nobody wants to be hot and have some kind of food crisis and we'll be all hungry and shit and then just like pissy and mad. So just like enjoy it now. All right. Let's see. Let's do it. What does Karen want us to know? What does the magic hate ball want us to know? What about this next week? It is certain. Well, it is certain that this next week is going to happen. It is certain that it's going to happen, unless it unfortunately doesn't happen for you. But yeah, so since it's going to happen, make the best of it. Make the best of it. Oh, did somebody leave? Oh, well, good night. We got a few more minutes, so I'm gonna do a fun one. I'm gonna do a pornicle because we haven't done one yet. It's unusual that we get through a whole show and we don't do no pornicle. So let me draw some erotic energy for us to focus on this next week. 755 pages in the pornicle. We are going to generate a number. 499. Page 499. In the pornicle for the collective. Oh, this looks like some modern drawings. Okay. This is a 2-pager, so I'm just going to show you the whole thing. This is some really kinky shit. Somebody has got a giant dildo, like enormous, person-sized cock that they're having some kind of fantasy with. And I don't know, is this person sweeping things up, or are they like the wizard that's getting it together? I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, I think everybody needs to find their big dick energy. That's what I think. I think that's what the universe is saying. It's springtime. You need to run around like Dionysus, drink the wine. It don't have to be from Bordeaux. You can just have that big dick energy and love it up. You know, it's the fertile time of the year. So yeah, there you go. I mean, she's like, is she bound to it? And then she's also licking it, and it's got some barbed wire. Like that is like a serious scene. That is like some crazy dominatrix fantasy that you pay some dom, like you save up for 10 years for this one night, and it's got to be just so. And there's got to be like 500 people involved in the planning and all that shit. But man, I hope it was worth it. I hope it was worth it. Well, anyway, there's your energy. Big dick energy for this next week. Grace Jones energy. Yeah, all that. Well, y'all, it is 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, which means it is time for the OraCola to close it off this week. I love having y'all with me. Thank you so much for hanging out in the chat and giving me all the love and suggestions and questions that keep me here for the hour that I'm here. If you cannot share this with your friends, then thank you for stopping by. If you can share it with your friends, that's so helpful. Please do. Watch it later if you want. Yeah. Love y'all. I'll see y'all next week. It's a crazy world we're living in, but hey, we still got each other, right? That's right. See y'all later.